Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we mail it in for the final Day of the Dead. My name is McNew. Please join me.
I think it's the Day of the Dead too.
Yeah.
Along with our special guests, Katie Joyce, Kathy Cole, and Ryan Thompson.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Yep, Day of the Dead's been discontinued. This will be the last one ever, so let's celebrate it big, guys. Let's have fun.
The last one ever.
It's the last one ever.
Over a whole culture's
Day of
holiday.
the Dead.
Loved it.
It should be, I guess, properly Days of the Dead, because there's two. It's November 1st and 2nd, but this is November 2nd.
Yeah.
So we got our monocle friend over there. Very rich. Kathy said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, Kathy?
I was at the tasting bar today and
Yes.
I asked for small talks. And here's what I have.
Okay.
Steinkamp is only going to drink Blanton's for the rest of his life.
Yep.
What
Makes sense.
he said, what album do you listen to for the rest of your life? But I can't narrow it down. So I'm going to say, what artist?
What
You
artist?
can only listen
Everyone
to one
knows where I'm
artist.
going with this one, motherfuckers.
One
Okay.
artist for the rest of your life. One
artist.
Artist.
Nickelback.
Clearly, it's Pearl Jam. Clearly.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl
Those-
Jam.
Better answer than Nickelback.
Those 3 songs that they got on rotation were perfect. So, yeah.
Give me
Honestly,
a 10
I would-
album
The
all
Rolling
day
Stones
long.
is the
I
answer.
wouldn't even narrow it down to the album. I'll go 10 album all day long. Pearl Jam, let alone the 13 album. So, yeah, fucking I'm happy. Let's go,
Oh.
baby.
No.
Meatloaf, probably.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
So you can listen to no one else except Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go the
That's the
Rolling
thing.
Stones. Rolling Stones. That's the answer. That's actually the only right answer.
Well, I don't know
Brooks.
if it's right.
It's the only right answer.
McNew.
Right.
Well,
Not Eminem, but
I'm
it's a little angry. I need something a little happier.
going to go Turnpike and just hurt my feelings for the rest of my life. It's going to be fine.
McNew,
I-
Turnpike Troubadours, who?
Turnpike Troubadours.
Ugh.
I choose
I
pink.
respect.
Ooh,
Pink.
Pink's a great answer.
I choose pink.
I like that
Hmm.
answer.
God,
Da da
we're
da
all
da
so effed up.
da 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 da.
Well,
Well, and so
Man,
I'm
that's a
fan.
good
You
answer.
know, I've been a fan of Pearl Jam since 91.
Have you been a fan of anyone else since
I'm a
1991?
fan of a lot of people, but I've seen.
I've
more
been
Pearl
a fan
Jam
of
than
Rolling
I-
Stones since 1971.
Right? Were you born yet?
I was born in 68.
No, I'm talking to
Oh.
Tom.
Yes, Steve gave us a date before he was born of how long
Yes.
he's been listening to Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
I'm in love with them.
I figured 3 years. It took me a while to find them, but that's what I figured. But yeah, Kathy was like, "Were you even born then?"
No, I'm
You
talking
look
to
so young.
Thompson. I'm
You look so
talking to
young and
billionaire.
vigorous.
When
You
was
look
the billionaire
vigorous.
born?
I was born in 76.
Okay. It's a
And
popular year
Pearl
for ABV
Jam-
Network crew members.
The bicentennial of the United States of America.
Ew.
We had
I
ABV
remember
Network crew
going to
members
the
popping out all the
concerts.
time. Yeah.
I could go with my first concert, Go really back. What's nostalgia? I'd go do Spice Girls for the rest of my life.
Spice
That's it.
Wait, what the fuck, Katie? Spice Girls was your first concert?
Yeah, I was 7 years old. First concert.
Oh, mine was Brooks and Dunn. I
Oh
was
God,
15.
geriatric old men. Yeah, that's
We've already talked about this. Mine was Huey Lewis and the News.
in the news.
Well, mine was Michael Jackson Thriller, so fuck off.
Oh, what?
Whoa.
Rich boy.
Michael Jackson Thriller.
How about that, Akeley?
That's awesome.
That's something. That's something. I'll say that.
Did you ever listen
something.
to those Rolling Stones covers? I sent you the Stone Cold Country. Did you ever listen to those? Because
I did. I did. I they were too countrified for me. So yeah.
Oh, some of them were real good though, like the Lainey Wilson and "Don't Always Get What You Want." That one was really good.
Mm, yeah.
They
I like
Rolling
Blackberry
Stones
Smoke.
had it.
Can't You Hear Me Knocking? Listen to that one. That's a good.
that was the one I didn't love that one, and I
like
didn't
that one.
like some Symphony for the Devil. Whoever did that one, I fucking hated that because the real one's so good. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Lemmy
Or
does a good
feel
version
like-
of that though.
Maybe like
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra. These always have good background music. Just like
yeah, I do
Yeah,
like.
that might work.
But I'm not doing anything.
He's got good Christmas music too, so you would
Yeah.
still get to
man,
enjoy
like
the
his
holidays.
stuff with
Yeah.
Lady
If you're
Gaga. I
trying
really like.
law,
Did Frank
If you're
Sinatra
trying
do
law,
stuff with
sure.
Gaga? No, you're
Yeah.
thinking of
It's a really
Tony
no.
Bennett.
That was Tony Bennett. I think
Tony Bennett.
it was
yeah.
Tony Bennett.
Yeah. Either one
It was
works.
really
though.
good.
Kind of interchangeable. Lounge singer types.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It is time to drink. What is everyone drunking? Let's start with drinking. What's everyone drinking? Let's start with Ryan.
Drankin.
well, I'm excited for this bottle here. I was hanging out with my buddy last weekend down in Denver, and someone
He
had
looks pimpish now, so he's moved from billionaire to pimp right now.
I know. He kind of looks
Briefly a
pimpy.
cowboy. He went from billionaire to brief shadow cowboy, and
Yeah.
now
Now to pimp. That's a lot of personality.
Now he's a pimp. Now he's a pimp. All right, big pimpin', what are you drinking?
Can we call him? What was the one on Starsky and Hutch? Fuzzy Bear?
Fuzzy Bear. Yeah.
Honey
Can
Bear?
I just open my bottle of whiskey?
Sure. You were excited about this
We're
one, so
gonna
let's
hear
see
it.
Yeah.
I agree, Katie. Not like you're gonna hear it, but my buddy in Denver was just in town. Someone gave him this bottle as a welcome to town, and he was texting me about it, and so I was happy I found it. Little strain of hands, Diamond Peak.
Okay, the
Nice.
Diamond Peak. Yeah. All right.
So I'm excited. He was yeah. We'll see what happens here.
Oh, it was so cute. Over
Oh, I love
heard
how
a little-
excited you get, and then you just like pull from
That
the
was good.
bottle.
That was so good.
Nothing.
we did hear a little bit. We heard a,
Nothing.
We heard something. We heard something. Yeah.
That was so
Okay.
good on my
Like-
end.
It was like the sound of you kissing your grandmother's cheek.
yeah.
I'll take it. I'll
Okay.
take
You
it.
see, just based on how excited his face was, I feel like he needs to get it. Like,
All right.
Yeah, no, he was so happy.
Katie, what do you
That was a
got?
good one.
I'm going to try to open a bottle without disturbing the kitten. I have still 6:30. They're need of aid. It was for Missouri FOP.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Percy, work with me here.
Ooh.
Sorry, Ryan.
Ryan, the
sorry,
dream's over.
what? Nothing. Don't be sorry.
Your
Dream's over.
grandmother's
Second.
cheek kiss did not
Yeah.
top that.
It did not. So McNew, you're next.
I'm just gonna go with the Screw Top Weller Reserve.
Oh, not even trying. Kathy.
Not even trying.
I am going to go with an Art of the Spirits.
Okay. Okay. No, not
I
enough.
freak with that.
Well, good base.
A lot
Good
of
base.
creek. Rye 3 toasted. Rye 3 toasted. Slide on the set. No, not enough. Not enough. Katie wins this thing.
Katie wins.
Katie
I'm
wins.
passing it to Ryan. His microphone's so bad, and the fact that we could hear it at all, I say Ryan's the winner.
Ryan wins.
Katie,
Okay.
you're my new best friend. Thank you.
Okay. Cheers.
Thank you for that. I will sleep peacefully.
I'm glad that sentence ended like that. I didn't know where that was going.
Yeah.
Well, there's no snorers in the house,
Yeah.
so he will sleep
Somebody snort.
peacefully.
Akeley,
Yeah.
for the record, this might be my first win.
Yeah. If we count this as a full-blown victory.
How can you not, motherfucker? How can you not?
Shoot him to the fucking moon. How can you not, motherfucker?
Fucking shoot him to the moon.
I'm taking
the
it, buddy.
winner.
He's taking it. There you
taking
go.
it.
Congratulations to Ryan on his first victory. So there you go. So there you go.
Now we're
You
talking.
can now buy the
Ryan
T-shirt
Thompson won a
on
corn pop and
Amazon
big
for
motherfucker.
$20.
What a day.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be mailing in Day of the Dead number 2. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. We're also sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop focuses exclusively on barrel picks. It's the job of owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot to seek out distilleries that are making the best whiskey in the world, taste through their barrels, and select the ones that are off-profile in the best way possible. They have high standards and refuse to allow anything into their store other than something they would be proud to have their name on. This leads to some really awkward conversations with distilleries that can't make it, but they do it for you, their customers. Learn more about what is going on at their St. Louis-based store by heading over to abvbarrelshop.com. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at neelyfamilydistillery.com.
This is Richard Paul from Art of the Spirits. Welcome to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are mailing it in for day 2 of the Day of the Dead.
That cat is walking
I
around.
know,
It's
right?
walked 2 miles and it's never left Katie's shoulders. Yeah. It just like climbs around.
He's living the
I was
life.
hanging out on top of the vault door of my office earlier. We had 2 dogs at the office, my puppy and my assistant's puppy, and he was still too much for him. So he got up on top of the vault door and took a nap. It was really cute.
Just took a nap. Yeah.
Katie, has it always hung out on your shoulder since as a little kitten, or?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
He
not
likes
now.
he snuggles up in my underneath my hair on my shoulder and likes to sleep there. He perches like a parrot.
Yeah. All right. All right. Kathy, you got
cute.
small talk for this one?
Oh,
Yeah, what do we got here?
so here's my small talk. Let me get to my notes.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. What do we got? Go ahead.
Wait,
Don't
didn't
be
we
nervous.
already do
Don't be
small
nervous.
talk?
Yeah,
We did. This is
Yeah,
it's
but I
a
thought you
mailing
had
it in
more.
show, so it's all small talk. Unless we got
You're
something else to
asking
talk about. Or we can just wrap this one
Okay.
up.
I have a
That's
second
fine.
topic. I have a second topic.
You tell me.
Embarrassing yourself in public. So
Jesus Lord, where do I start?
Daily? Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean just today? Sure.
Yeah. Oh,
It's one of my
I
specialties.
am not. This is my small talk, Ryan.
okay.
I am not afraid to walk up to strangers and
Yes.
talk to them as if I know them.
Okay.
So I was at the St. Louis Bourbon Festival and I saw Richard Paul.
Okay.
And I ran up to him and I'm like, oh my God, I am so excited to meet you. And he's like, thank you, strange woman. He was courteous. And then as he walked away, story be told, he said, that was creepy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've feel like that's on him because he should know who KK is. That's a little bit on him.
No. So the next day I met him at the shop and I was like, I am so sorry that I was creepy. He's like, no, it wasn't creepy. Thank you for being a fan.
Okay.
But seriously, don't you think his real response is,
yeah, it was she's a total creeper.
He was like,
is this crazy bitch walking up to me?
I had one of those because I was on the news recently. I was at the Fox 2 here in St. Louis, and they put me in the break room. So that's where I would get. There's like a kitchen where they do like cooking segments, and that for some reason that's where they put me. So I'm waiting in the break room, and here comes Margie Ellisor.
Food?
Of course.
That would have been great.
Yeah, just mowing through the food. Margie Ellisor walks in. Well, I feel like I know Margie because I've been watching her, 15 years on TV or something. I just said, "Hey, Margie, how you doing?" And she was like, "What?" She's like, "Hello," and she's like, "Do I know you?" And I'm like, "Well, I've been, no, you don't. I watch you on TV." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And then she left and she came back in and she said, "What's your name?" Because I think she wanted to file a restraining order. I think that's why she needed the name, don't you? He's like, she called the police and be like, "All right, I'll tell you if we're going to officially file this, but here's the name and everything." I think that's what happened there.
Or she just wanted to follow you on social media, Steve.
Maybe. I don't know.
Who walks in the barrel shop, Steve? Then what?
That'd be nice.
What's interesting is we have high level people on this podcast. Ryan, you're a distiller. Steve, you own the barrel shop. McNew, you are famous.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have me and Katie. If we're recognized,
I am highly
high-powered
well
attorney.
known in Warrenton, Missouri.
Right.
You come to my tiny little town, everyone knows me.
okay, so
I am this
if
big
I get
fish in a tiny
recognized,
little
I
puddle.
find it fantastic. So I worked at the Barrel St. Louis Bourbon Festival, and then the next day I go to an event, and people who I had talked to were like, "I didn't realize that was you. You're Kathy Cool. You're on the Bourbon Show."
Yeah.
And you were talking to us about Hidden Barn, and it was so precious.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that stuff's going to happen as you get more known.
No, so KK, it's funny because people will
in
still
bourbon
be like,
environments.
if I go to like a restaurant in Louisville or something, and people are like, "Are you McNew?" And I'm like, "Maybe. Who are you?" Like I'm like, people will recognize me, and I'm like, "Why? And I'm like, it freaks me
McNew, the
out.
answer is no. The answer is no.
Yeah.
I'm not McNew.
Well,
I'm not.
after looking at
They
her
got papers
CaseNet,
in their hand to serve you
after
with.
looking at McNew's CaseNet, her answer is no. But
Absolutely.
my CaseNet is clean, so anyone who wants to walk up to me and say, "Oh, are you?" You know,
KK Castrate.
I
Yes.
mostly
Yeah.
have a lot of driving violations, and my ex-landlord sued me. So that's probably
I did
what.
see that one as
all
well.
in
I
it.
wasn't going to say
Akeley, I'd like to stay on this
You can still
topic
go-
here.
Yes.
And anyone outside of the whiskey distillery industry that has come into the ABV shop there, anyone in particular come to mind or no?
Well, we had Steve Stepanovich come in, which that probably doesn't ring a lot, but he's a professional basketball player. He went to Mizzou, so he's famous in the area because he went to Mizzou. But he played for the Pacers, so he did play in Indiana. So he's kind of famous. I'm trying to think anybody else of any.
It's going to happen.
We have we have what's her name? She's in. She's actually
Jackie Zykan.
well, Jackie's I can. Yeah, we have a lot of bourbon celebrities, but we
Outside
have
of the industry.
we have a special Olympic gold medal. She's actually legally blind, but she's a swimmer. So she's been in the shop, and I know her mom. So I used to work at her mom
That's
in a corporate
awesome.
job. So she's been in, which is pretty cool.
Didn't Momoa stop by the shop? He's in Missouri, right?
Momoa, yeah, stop by and want to know if we want to carry vodka. We're like, no.
Do you
No.
have John Hamm in yet?
Yeah, John Hamm comes in all the time.
Yeah, well, and let me know the next time.
So I did find it interesting, and when I was in Ireland, that like there'll be like famous people in their pubs, and they don't make a deal of it. They'll be
Really?
like, "Oh yeah, it's so." They'll like, "No problem." Whereas here, I feel like our culture would be like,
Balking.
"Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely
Katie,
shocking."
to an extent,
that's
Katie, you'd be
because we're
surprised, I
way
think.
more superficial.
I
Except I
guess.
know there's
Overall-
certain bars in New York that have rules of like no celebrity like gawking, etc., in order to try to encourage people to
come
feel
in.
comfortable being at the bars there. So I do know some in New York.
Can
we
you
had to
please
add
tell
rules
John
about
to
it.
just stop that?
What's he doing?
Sneezing, coughing. I mean,
Right?
it's got to stop.
Constant
I mean,
audio attack. Like,
would he like me going to his job and then just doing these sort of noises and stuff, interruptions?
this is what happens when I change rooms in the house. I lose my privacy.
You have more rooms.
Why aren't you in the
Go
guest
somewhere.
room?
I changed rooms.
Why aren't you in the guest room tonight? Who's in the
Because
guest room?
we got a big kick out of me being at the comedy club room
Right,
last
so-
week, so I figured I'd try another room. Also, I was running a little bit behind, and the microphone was already in here, and
Okay.
so all I do is
Well,
like
makes
plug in
sense.
the laptop.
Truth.
Yeah. Well,
But the extra bedroom's like right there through the other
Okay.
through the main room. So I'm
Katie, most importantly, you showed up tonight, so that's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Showed
Showing up.
Yeah. We've had a problem with that recently. So, yeah.
not with me, just for
Not with
everyone's
Katie.
clarification. Listening, other people.
Katie's been late, though, several times.
Well,
Always
that's just
gets
my
updates.
that's my standard. I'm late to everything.
It's always,
It's
always,
Harden for not showing.
yeah. Wes
That's
Harden
why I
didn't show one
applied
time.
to be a judge, so that
McNew
I know
showed-
what
McNew
related
showed up
parties
and then
are.
just checked
Sleep
out on
watching
us, so.
football.
What?
Tim
I said
Swyatt. Wait,
Yeah.
McNew,
McNew-
can you say Tim Swyatt?
Tim Swyatt?
Tim
There you go.
Swyatt.
Oh my
The first time, KK, that's exactly what she said. Yes.
That's exactly what she said. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, McNew. I said McNew's been here, but she's like checked out before. So,
You do that. I have a tendency to just disappear when I get bored. So
oh my God, the show is so
Oh my
boring.
God.
It's not like the highly spirited podcast.
Oh,
So,
new.
so unhighly
What are you
spirited.
doing for Halloween? What did you do for Halloween? Where are we at?
So Mandy Kaplan is coming to see me for Halloween. I'm very excited. So
Okay.
she said, I actually have a shit ton of bourbon for her to pick up from my house, which is very stressful right now. She's trusting me with a lot. So I said, I will just bring it to you. I'll bring it to the restaurant. She said, no, I'll come see you.
She's
What do you
seen your driving record. She was on Indiana Case
She's
Net
like,
and said,
no,
I'll get it
Like,
myself.
no, not my bourbon,
I'll use
not
this.
that car.
This was stressful to drive across 2 states though, because I'm like, I have an SUV. I'm like, what if I get pulled over? You can see through my windows. I'm like, how do I explain this? Because there's always like a 50% chance I'm gonna get pulled over. So I'm like, I don't
The
even
way
know
she
what's-
drives, it's true.
We're just saying 50%.
50%.
You're like, they're
A mere
Amber-
50%.
90%.
I'd say, yeah.
I did it, but I'm like, what am I gonna say if I do? Because they're gonna be like, what's all that? And I'm like, just bourbon. Don't worry about it. But it's gonna be
Yeah.
weird.
Remember
So-
when you were driving down one-way streets the wrong way and then you're mad at the cities for having those? It's like,
Yeah,
oh my
because-
God.
My GPS said you can turn left here, and apparently you could only turn right. So it kind of lied. Or I also don't understand measurements. So when it
Because
says
left and right are measurements.
Right. Yeah.
so I really have to be one of those, like it makes an L to be a left people. I really one of those.
Really?
I am. Yeah. It's not great. So yeah, I'm
But
not a
aren't
great
you right-handed? Can't you know that this is my hand? I'm right-handed. This is the side that my right hand is on.
I mean, I don't really think like that. I just know that this hand is the hand that does. So I
Wait, what does that hand do?
Uh-oh.
all things.
You got the KK snorts.
Wow. What the hell does that hand do? We don't want to ask that display
God,
again.
no.
Jeez.
What did you just do, Steve? You went out of video and you went.
What was that? It sounds like just and clapper things and get it what it sounded like.
McNew did the one hand demonstration. This is the left hand. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
No. So I told her, I said, we just get drunk in my garage and we hand out treats to kids and we give mini bottles to parents. It's a good time. I just get drunk in my garage on Halloween. Oh my, I quit.
Akeley.
We're in the middle of a drink. Oh my God, I was finishing my cocktail.
Oh my God.
Wedding.
He's got to go off camera for that sound effect. Just saying.
Well, I'm going to my mic, which
He's
is
leaning
off
into
camera.
the microphone. Yeah.
Is that your
Mic
excuse?
is right
Okay.
there.
That's your excuse.
That's my excuse. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Heck of a. This is the way I thought Day of the Dead was going to go. I was like, I think this is the route we'll end up going. Yeah.
Our dead relatives are so proud of all of us.
I didn't even talk about how I used to go to Mexico on the Day of the Dead.
Did you? Okay. Was it a big deal down there?
It is a big deal
But they call it Dias de la Muertos.
Well, sure.
because they speak in Spanish.
Right.
And
Right.
translates to Day of the Dead.
Were they doing things? Was there anything going?
They do parades and foods, and they decorate
Parades. They do
walls.
parades, for instance,
parades.
and food. Yeah. Well,
It makes me think of the movie Coco, which makes me happy.
Coco.
It's very much
It's a
Coco.
cartoon.
I like it.
Coco
It's
got
an
it.
animated film. It's not a cartoon.
Al Ryan's turned into Corey Feldman, dressing up as Michael Jackson.
Oh my god! That's not good.
No, but he's also giving.
I
the
still love the
money
shadow.
with the pipe shadows. That's a Mike Beach thing. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
that."
Pipe
Corey
shadows.
Feldman is a misunderstood person.
Mhm.
You think he's like a really good guy or something? I don't know.
No, I think he was. So, Brian, you look intriguing. We're going to take away from the Corey Feldman comment and move to Ryan Thompson.
No need for that. Let's call it a night.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Katie, we're going to start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me really disappointed with the public accessibility of Colorado's court records.
Indiana's wide open. This is some bullshit.
It's not nearly as easy as Missouri or Indiana, but it's okay. I think Florida's pretty open. I think we'll find some stuff there anyway. But also, you can find me over on Instagram at Katie Proof.
All right, Kathy.
I don't want to talk about it. This show,
You don't like this show? This is a good
No.
show.
These
What-
are the shows that I don't want to own.
So do you like Corey Feldman or you don't like Corey Feldman? I'm lost there.
Exactly. So am I. So let's say if you want to find me, but
Yes.
not Corey Feldman,
Okay.
you can look on Instagram at KK Cast Strength.
All right. Say you did want to find Corey Feldman. Where can you find him?
You should find Corey Feldman on Corey Feldman Cast Strength.
CF, of course.
Of course, cast strength. Everyone's cast strength. Ryan, how about you? Where can people find you?
Who's snorting out there? Good Lord, that's hilarious.
It's not me.
Wow.
Across all socials at 10th Emptying Whiskey, and our website says 10thwhiskey.com, 10th whiskey with an E.com. Cheers.
All right. McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop. We're always having some laughs. Heck, you never know. KK may be sitting there at the tasting bar. So check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review.
Wow.
Very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, please the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang.
Eh.
We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
See you guys.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some of the great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro is owned and operated by Russell Creed, who makes stills for the hobby distiller. He offers a one-stop shop for everything the at-home distiller needs. Whether it's a small, experimental stovetop still or something bigger you run outside, he has the still or parts you would have difficulty fabricating yourself if you were trying to build a DIY still project. Additionally, he has resources to assist in creating unique distilled spirits, including heirloom grains, barrels for aging, and recipes. Check out Russell's company online at moonshinestillpro.com. Finally, I have a question for you. Have you ever boxed a bear? Of course not. That'd be silly. Bears really don't follow the rules, so shots in the back of the head, punches to the nuts, and scrums after the bell would be the norm. A better idea would be to enjoy Boxing Bear Whiskey, a brand crafted by Nobleton's Distilling House in Union, Missouri, and sold exclusively at the ABV Barrel Shop in suburban St. Louis. This is a popular offering that sells out quickly, but when you are in town, stop by the ABV Barrel Shop and see if they have it in stock. Better yet, sign up for their email and text distribution over at abvbarrelshop.com and you'll know exactly when it is in stock. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.